All right, so the next song that we're going to be getting into today is going to be coming from our good friend Anna and her request for the song Mississippi Mud Pies by the Skinner Brothers. I've been really enjoying the Skinner Brothers music thus far. I feel like their music is very unique and different compared to a lot of like what I've heard really kind of out of the UK. So I feel like they are kind of in their own lane, in their own world. And I've just really been digging their overall energy and vibe of the music that they've been making. So I'm excited to check out another one.
Listen to the album now. It's fire. That's work, bro. Tell Tim shot me 10 grand for a feature.
Turn up, I made the whole place smash big. Take 3, I'ma call that a hat trick. Had enough of lining up in fucking dough queue, so I'ma call this the Mississippi Mud Pie Blue. Yeah. Alright, let me drop this, yeah? Let me tell the story. I got a Mississippi blues on my fat lip Nikes and flare-cut jeans with my Umbro spikies. Walk about the city, I'm depressed, but you like me, cause everybody had a little phase in the 90s. Don't want to get tired, so go again. Nah, I'm out of back, they smoke, crack and blow back. Got me singing fallbacks on the sake of Genesis. Sipping on that Jack Black in a black Mac in a black hat. You know I'm taking a piss cause I'm flying, wildin', looking at my watch super styling. I went on my boom and I got Lou Reed smiling. Let me try that again. Lou Reed. Turn up, I made
Again, like I said at the beginning, like I feel like it's really hard to kind of like put like an overall like top like genre on kind of like what they do. It's almost like poems meet like slam poetry meets like hip hop meets like I don't even know, like just open thought. Like it's kind of like, you know, a little random and all over the place, but at the same time like it's unique and fun. You know what I mean? Like I there for some reason I just don't ever hate it. Even if the lyrical content isn't typically something that would like match like the same kind of like thing that I would typically hold like maybe like a rapper to, but that's what I'm saying. I don't really consider him to be a rapper. Like he's like a lyricist, but again, I don't. It's really hard to put into words, but I dig it. They always like have like really great instrumentation throughout their songs too, where like they keep you engaged. Where as soon as like they kind of like leave you like on a line, they like give you like a little like energetic little like diddly like right afterwards. So it's very entrancing that way. You know what I mean? Like it's like I said, it's almost kind of like acid rap if you're familiar with acid rap, where it almost kind of sounds like a little bit like nonsense, but there's a lot of substance behind it too. He's giving you a lot of like this is my life, this is the day to day. And like in and out of like kind of giving you overall bigger stories at the same time. So very unique, very interesting, very different, but I'm always drawn to it.
The whole place smash big. Take 3, I'ma call that a hat trick. I don't know.
Fire bar, by the way, too. Anytime you reference anything to do with hockey, it's always fire.
For lining up in fucking dough queue, so I'ma call this the Mississippi Mud Pie Blue. When I'm in London, I'ma bring my umbrella. Talk of the time, talk of the whole weather. Trip to the chicken shop cost me a tenner. But when I'm in Paris, that's crepes and Nutella. I don't wanna get tired, so go again. Nah, I'm out of back, they smoke, crack and blow back. Got me singing fallbacks on the sake of Genesis. Sipping on that Jack Black in a black Mac in a black hat. You know I'm taking a piss cause I'm flying, wildin', looking at my watch super styling. I went on my boom and I got Lou Reed smiling. No one's getting a better line than that. Fuck off all the other bands, you can't stop.
2 pints and a pack of fags. Yeah, play me and my English lad. Yeah, make that game.
Yeah, that's one of the things that always kind of gets me and makes me kind of laugh is the fact that in other parts of the world they call cigarettes fags. So when they like come out the gate with like bags out the gate, it always kind of just makes me kind of like chuckle a little bit. I'm one of those people that personally, without getting into a whole huge discussion here, I would rather us kind of like normalize the idea of like joining the rest of the world with just calling cigarettes fags too, to kind of help like destigmatize like the negative like history around that word, if that makes any sense, because like it's been such like a no word for such a long time, and it's not really a word that I don't think that like people like this should never like use. It just be used the way that it was intended. Does that make sense? Like, let's just get on the fact of like using it the way it was supposed to, and then eventually that will be a thing of the past. But we have to be able to start moving on eventually. So, complete side topic there. Complete side topic. Had nothing to really do with like the gay community in this song, but just wanted to take a moment to support our brothers and sisters in non-binary identifiers out there. So, all love and support to the community. That's all I'm going to say on that aspect. So, back to the music. Not sure who this guy is. I feel like I do a terrible job of like, I feel like I almost like give like, I'll say something about this band that almost comes across like a negative thing. And I don't want to, I want to make sure that I emphasize the fact that like, I'm not trying to say anything negative. I'm really not. I'm trying to more or less point out the fact that like, I don't think that these things are like that, where I might think that typically for someone else. I've said with this band a few times where like, I feel like the slang in like from like where they're from is like this is like the real of what I like in like the American version of this. This is like the UK version, like wherever they're at in the UK, right? Like that is their version of it, right? So like when they talk about like doing drugs, smoking crack, drinking Jack and all that kinds of stuff, like we listen and have music in America that talk about the exact same thing. I don't like it when people do it to promote it, but I like it when you talk about your real life. You know what I mean? So even if it's not a healthy lifestyle, and if it's not one of those things, I like when you still give us the real, even if it's like reminiscent of the stories of the past. Does that make sense? So doesn't mean he's doing all that stuff today. It could be stuff about stuff that he was doing yesteryear. So we also have to allow people to share their experiences and not hold them to the standard of like, well, you're just being a bad influence today. You know, sometimes like this is all they know how to express. So I've again said that I like when artists do this, and I support it, and I want to make sure that it's not coming across in a way that it doesn't sound like I don't fuck with what they're doing. Does that make sense? So I like it. Let's check out Homeboy's verse.
Pass a pack of facts, yeah. Play me my English lad, yeah. Make their game with a bit of bag, yeah. Heroes and villains, could have been in Britain, yeah. Heroes and villains, not sure when I'm back.
Honestly, man, I don't know who that guy is. I don't know if that's like one of their homeboys, but I would like, really, man, you couldn't give him a little bit more than that? Like, you couldn't give him a little bit more love? Like, you know, you want to just show your man a little bit more love on the feature. I feel like he just kind of came and went a little bit.
Turn up, I made the whole place smash big. Take 3, I'ma call that a hat trick. Had enough of lining up in fucking dope queues, so I'ma call this the Mississippi Mud Pie Blues.
I don't know why he calls it the Mississippi Mud Pie Blues, but again, it's another one that's it's got a bop to it, man. Like I don't feel like they miss a lot with just like the idea, but they just have like really good, easy listening music where it's just kind of a vibe. Where it's not really like kind of like raging music, but it's kind of like got an energy to it that just kind of makes you kind of feel that way a little bit on the inside. So I don't know. At the same time with like sad undertones. So it's cool. I dig it. I love it. I kind of fuck with the Skinner brothers, man. I dig it. I like them. Thank you so much, Anna, for the suggestion. I appreciate you.